Taiwan has just suffered a massive failure of its electricity grid. A long-lasting blackout spread over more than half of the country, leaving Taipei and many other cities and counties in the dark. The Datan power plant, which accounts for almost 9% of the island's generation capacity, stopped working after workers accidentally shut off its natural gas supply. As many as 6.7 million households and commercial units saw their power supply cut or disrupted, resulting in about $3 million worth of losses. This blunder not just left millions of people in the dark, but also put President Taiwan's efforts to reshape the island's power mix under scrutiny. Throughout the summer, a combination of unusually intense heat, infrastructure damage from typhoons, and Tsai's goal to abandon nuclear power have put more pressure on Taiwan's already strained power supply and therefore sparked debate over whether the country should reconsider its policy on nuclear power. Taiwan has mothballed one of its 4 nuclear power stations, and 3 of the remaining 6 reactors are shut down currently. The DPP government wants to turn Taiwan into a nuclear-free homeland by 2025 by decommissioning the 6 reactors in total and replace them with renewable energy or other alternatives. After this blunder on August 15th, the government said its goal remains unchanged despite President Tsai's public apology and the resignation of the Economic Affairs Minister.
I think the current administration doesn't really understand the electricity problem. They totally entrust Thai Power. And I think Thai Power have a different goal as the current administration.
Can Thai Power be trusted completely? I think different people have different opinions. And the safety and the management of the power stations are opponents' main concerns. And it's safe to say that these stations have undergone their fair share of incidents. As you can see, the #1 reactor at the #1 nuclear plant has been shut down since December 2014 after a broken connecting bolt was discovered. And the #2 reactor at the #2 nuclear power plant has been offline since May 2016 when it shut down unexpectedly. Fearing possible power outages in the summer, Thai Power applied and received permission to restart these 2 idle reactors after they had been down for maintenance and repairs. While Tuesday's outage was caused by human error, the blackouts also heightened scrutiny of Tsai's policies, including a pledge to rid Taiwan of nuclear power and cut its use on coal. Taiwan plays a critical role in the world's electronic supply chain and will rely instead, under her plan, on multiple smaller power sources that decrease reliance on one single large power plant that can offer greater stability.
Germany supports the green energy more than Taiwan, and they start the power system reform earlier than Taiwan. So they introduced the local production network.
We need a detailed program how we want to reach that goal. Because, for example, in Germany, in 2001, they have 30% electricity coming from nuclear. In 2011, 10 years later, it dropped to 18%. So if we have detailed plan, we can work according to the plan, but not only a target.
So far, it has been unable to rid Taiwan of nuclear power completely, while the nuclear power share of total power generation has been decreasing in recent years from about 18.5% in 2014 to 16% in 2015 and 8.5% in the first half of 2017. The recent scare may have also led to a shift in public opinion poll on this issue. According to a poll published by the China Times on August 9th, 50.6% of the respondents expressed support for restarting the idle generators at the #1 and #2 power plants, and 50.3% thought construction on the 4th nuclear power plant should be resumed.
We need the political will to protect our Earth during the energy transition. the power price is too low to encourage saving the energy use. We should levy energy tax because energy tax can reflect the real cost, especially the energy cost.
Whether the support for the restarting of the 2 generators or the construction of the 4th power plant consolidates over time, or that was simply a reaction to an immediate threat remains to be seen. But the government remains intent on its goal of a nuclear-free homeland, where there are multiple warnings about Taiwan's electricity reliability before and after the blackout. It goes without saying that any potential disaster would be too heavy to bear for the whole society, whether it's a 5-hour nationwide blackout or a massive nuclear power disaster.